The ND3 Miata, the rambunctious puppy, finally grows into a best friend and the best Miata ever. The new steering rack and diff finally tamed the ND's chassis. The ND was always like a hyperactive puppy, adorable but darting all over and tough to control. This was due to amplified steering response immediately off-center and super loose roll control, especially at the rear, and then a diff that wants to be sideways always. It was fun, but tiring. Each incremental change has made the ND more buttoned down, and it's gotten better each time. Just as fun, but less of a pain to deal with. Now, it's fixed. Mazda will say it was never broken, but by definition, a driver's car follows your wishes without needing you to adapt to its special controls. The Miata ND3 is exactly that way. Sure, it still has big body roll, but it's now well controlled. And now it doesn't upset the car, so you don't need to slow your hands on every corner entry. The roll also happens in phase with the front suspension. The diff is now more progressive. It still wants to be ass first, but it's easier not to be sideways than it was. The EPAS now has a perfect sense of straight ahead on the highway, with a very steep V-shaped effort curve at high speeds. The diff is now more progressive. It still wants to be ass first, but it's also easier not to be sideways than it was. The EPAS now has a perfect sense of straight ahead on the highway, with a very steep V-shaped effort curve at high speeds. Beautiful straight line stability that's been missing since the NC Miata. The bigger center screen is great, but Mazda's UX clowns have still disabled its touchscreen functionality when moving. Probably the same team that requires a blazing yellow light on the dash when you have the dim-witted lane departure warning disabled, which you 100% will disable. Dumb. The engine is still way too quiet. I'd buy an exhaust before I was done signing the purchase paperwork on this car. Otherwise, the driving experience is nearly perfect, with an amazing shifter and a clutch gas calibration that wants you to be smooth. First to second rev hang also seems less intrusive than ND2 Miata 2. Overall, this is the best ND Miata yet, and now maybe the best Miata ever.